Hi, Dawn from the Payne Team, and this is John Shay, who is a phenomenal builder. We're going to keep it quiet about where you're building because he really wants to be exclusive, and if you've seen the work that he had done, you'd understand. So John, just tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Well, basically, we've worked in conjunction with the owner, design, build everything you see here from the ground up. All the stone walls, the service roads, developed it into an organic certified farm. We tore down an original farmhouse in that field located right across from us and built an old farmhouse style, brand new for them across the street. And it was made to look like it was added on to many times over the years. Incorporates a lot of stonework from the property. And the owners let me buy the best of the best materials. We have true 3/4 thick cedar siding on the house, water sawed stuff, not Home Depot.
Right.
Air spaces behind everything. Beautiful aluminum standing seam roofs.
Yeah,
And,
your
the
work
best trim we can buy. And so, basically they have a vision. This is what we want you to do, and then they let me do it.
And they got very lucky to get you.
Well,
and I can
vice
say
versa.
that from looking at your work.
It's really a great collaborative when you have an owner, number one, who can pay for it to be done right and not try to shortcut anything. They want it to last forever, so that's great, number one. And then we have a great working relationship. They tell me what they want, and my job is to give them what they want.
Right.
It's not my vision, it's to make their vision come true.
But yet you put it together for
That's
them.
it. And then
I'm speechless
I
at the work that
shield
you do
them.
here.
I deal with all the subcontractors, the permits, the surveys, everything. And they're shielded from all that stuff. I deal with all the day-to-day and all the workers. Yes, and
we know.
I source everybody. And when I came here, I didn't know a soul. But I go look at jobs all over the Catskills, who's the best, who's not. And that's how I determine who I'm bringing here. And then I have my own in-house crew of guys I've been working with for 5 years on this. Carpenters and stonemasons full-time for me.
That's incredible.
And most of the same guys have been involved in the project from the beginning.
That's incredible. And the most exciting news is that John is going to be building a beautiful spec house on one of the properties he had bought from me. So I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to get started on that.
Yeah, I love the area, and your husband and you and your husband are great. So
well,
I'm
thank
excited.
you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm more excited than you are. So
no, we love being up here and working up here. This is a beautiful area.
Yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's like the last hidden gem in New York to me.
Absolutely. It is. But the trick is people are starting to find out now.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So I can't wait to get started to build with you. I'm so excited. So coming soon in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping sooner than that, we'll have the design plan on a gorgeous piece of property that he had bought from the Payne Team. So John, thank you so much, and we'll be talking real soon.
He comes here with it.
I can get you $1 million just for the barn.
And he...
Holy jeez.
So this barn was literally taken down by hand and brought and shipped here.
Yes, it was mortise and tenon, no nails, no screws. They put it back up with the pegs back in the mortise and tenon joints and holes, and everything's put back the way it was taken down.
And where did this come from?
Ontario, Canada. And so they come down and they assemble the mortise and tenon barn skeleton, and then we built around it and do everything else. And we have to meet the energy code for a residential house. So with a barn, you see the skeleton inside, and we have all the planking on the walls. We build the house around that because it's all insulated and wired from the outside, but you don't see it. So we trick you to think it looks like the barn, but on the inside you see all the beams and the plank.
This is incredible.
It's gorgeous.
About 7 different layers around here. You have to wrap the whole building and the roof with the 1x10 planking, tongue and groove planking channel we used, roof and ceiling you see from the inside. Then we put a black waterproof membrane around the whole thing, so any joints between the wood, when you see through, you only see black.
Wow.
Then it gets 2-inch rigid foam all the way around the sides and 4 inches on the roof on top of that. And all the joints tape seams, so it's completely airtight, wrapped in foam.
Wow.
Then you build a house around those walls and rafters up and over like a regular house. Wire it, do all that. Then you insulate all those bays for the walls and the roof again. Plywood it, waterproof it all again. windows in, the whole bit. And then we put airspace and side the whole thing. So literally it's been sided twice. What you see the inside, what you see the outside.
Yeah.
And it insulated literally twice all the way around.
I can tell you, when you build, you
So
don't
it's
mess
like a
around.
7-inch sandwich.
Holy moly.
No
Where did
choice.
you get that window from?
Someplace in New York City, an old building. And I made the jamb because it's like 7.5 inches thick that you see from the inside. But now the sun, that little molding, we're going to take off. That came with the old window.
Okay.
And the sun is warping and twisting it. And it's actually something we don't really want or need.
Right.
So we're going to pop it off now. They're going to sand it and paint the whole thing black. They're on all the touch-up right now.
Wow. Yeah, incredible.
All this
This is
stone,
amazing.
there's a pile, came from old walls half buried in the bottom of these fields all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We don't have much space here, but we build it like a pyramid. It's thicker at the bottom and angled up. And then it's attached to the wall. And the whole foundation is wrapped in 2 inches of foam as well.
Wow.
But it's a lot of work to cut and fit every one of these
Yeah.
stones.
Yeah.
It's not like a veneer you're just sticking on like a...
My house is from 1768. It's all stone like that. I'm always looking at it thinking, how the heck did they do that?
It's probably that thick, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And today, we'd love to be able to just grab them and stick them on the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
But
No,
it's
it
so
would
thick.
take away from it. This is so beautiful.
It really is.
Absolutely.
So we can go inside.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Okay.
And they had an old picture.
How they gonna put it in?
Rough this all in for now, and then we'll fine tune it. But they wanted this ramp coming up in front. These are old salvage doors. Someplace in
Okay.
Pennsylvania. I don't know what barn they came from.
Beautiful.
They're heavy.
Incredible. Come on in, Bianca. Look at this place. Incredible.
Wow. So this is the aesthetic of the unboat.
Yeah, so this barn is all put back. See the pegs sticking out. Everything goes back the way it was from the 1800s, and they put new pegs in. So there's no nails or screws, it's just a skeleton. And then we did all the pine that you see on the ceiling and the walls. Be careful, you don't fall down.
Yeah.
I've seen so many homes, so many in 22 years, and I've never, ever seen anything like this.
Really?
No.
I built a couple of them in the early 80s, and they're very popular. But they're expensive because it's like 7 layers around the house,
No,
you know.
John, you also don't do anything cheap.
You can't, I can't.
There's a difference.
Yeah, but there's no, right, they let us build to the highest level, but
Yeah.
we're building stuff to last forever as
But
long as
you also go
possible.
to the highest level.
So they're coming and they're bringing their stuff. So this is their books and their aesthetic.
They built this just for kicks and giggles. Like, this is just,
Well, he
this
has,
is what
he
I want.
collects stuff, and the
Right.
workers can come in here that work on the farm and use the bathroom or kitchen.
Right.
They can have, like, if they have a big group of friends or relatives, can kind of hang out here
Yeah.
like a party room.
Yeah.
And
Their
they
wedding
use it,
hall.
they're mostly the downstairs too, I'll show you. They're using it for storage of all their stuff. He loves collecting this old stuff, and they have no
Yeah.
place to put it, you
Yeah,
know?
well,
And he
It's a
wanted
great
a
place.
true old barn floor.
Yeah.
Don't screw it, putty it, make it look like a beautiful thing, make it look like a barn floor
Original.
would look.
Yeah.
So,
I love this kitchen area. I mean, that really, and underneath that window, it blows me away.
you know, I joked to John just now and said, I can get $1 million for him for this. And he laughed at me because it costs more than that to build it with the material that he's used.
I mean, I'll just tell you, ballpark, if I was doing this on a normal contract, barn
Yeah.
houses can be anywhere from 400 to 600 square foot.
Oh, sure.
And we did it substantially less. I have a good agreement with them because we've done so much that I give them my materials at discount, and they pay cost and my time and everything, so we work that way. Even having said that, they're not cheap, just the materials alone to do this many layers. The other thing is, it's 3,240 square feet per floor, basement in here, 6,480, but those walls are 23 foot tall, so it's the same as a 2-story house. This is not like a 9-foot wall, 3,200 square feet. That's a double like a 2-story house.
Sure.
and it's 38 feet almost to the peak.
It would be a ginormous
Yeah.
two-story home.
Well, then it would be 12,000 feet if you put the second floor,
Right.
and the basement's 14 foot tall. It's not 8-foot basement. So you got half again as much in the basement, you know?
I mean, this is just incredible. Incredible what you do.
The barn guys make it look good. See, I made the frame,
Wow.
and we restored that as best we could. And
Oh, that must have been a project getting that here.
yeah, it was in 2 pieces actually.
Oh, okay.
And the company who did it, hey Marianne. And then Marianne wanted the hood over the stove, so we used the old barn siding.
I love that.
We built this as a stage for the kids to roll around. They wanted to do a play stage.
Look at their play stage. So when the grandchildren are here, they can put on little shows for them.
Aww.
And they can travel anywhere. And even that mirror, where that mirror
That's
come
old
from?
copper gutter stuff somebody made a million years ago. And that sign we kind of put back together for David with the date. We're gonna lift it up a little higher. The electricians are coming
When
back
this
Monday.
place was established, that was 1858? Wow.
This is all the Ipe Brazilian hardwood on the deck.
Wow.
This stuff you can leave 50 years and nothing happens to it. It's great. It's like cement, this wood, you know?
Wow. What is the wood called?
It's called Ipe, I-P-E. Brazilian hardwood. This one, the color happens to be called Garapa Gold, but it's all the same.
Oh,
Brazilian. It's
okay.
like a mahogany, but it lasts longer. We built that pond last year.
Wow. Who did your pond work?
Norm and I did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I designed it. I got all the approvals. We connected that pond overflow to that pond, so it looks like a river coming in the
Gotcha.
corner where the natural rocks are.
Yeah.
And then the overflow is down that end and goes back to the original river.
Wow.
And we wanted to blend it in so it looked like it was
Yeah.
here.
Here forever. Yeah. I love the paint. I love the color. I know you said
Don't
you
get
went
wet. Watch your
crazy
shirt. It
over
might be
it.
wet.
Thank
somewhere.
you.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
We put the metal roof like a barn would have on the ceiling here. And they wanted this to look like a barn, you know. And these are old handrails he got from someplace. I don't know where. Everything is old plumbing. I'll show you the bathroom. You see that big sink?
I
He
love the
salvaged that
doors.
big, huge sink. Yeah, these doors.
These doors are incredible.
They weigh about
Look at them.
180
Like that.
pounds apiece.
Wow.
They're so heavy, these doors, you can't even imagine.
It's just incredible where you find this stuff.
He finds it, and then
It's
I
not
fix
replicas
it. 'cause
either.
it's
Who
all
is it that
original.
finds it?
David finds this
The
stuff.
owner.
The husband?
Salvage places, eBay, all over. There's tons of this you can
But
buy.
you know, you can buy this and you can buy replicas, but you can't really find the originals.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
that's
the
what
trick.
we did in their whole house.
Yeah.
He wants the old doors, he wants the old stuff.
Yeah.
And then we fix it as best we can so it works, and then we have to fine tune like locksmiths and stuff. But this is all radiant heat down here on the floor. This whole basement was spray foamed as well as wrapped the foundation in 2 inches. No, the walls too.
I also see it. I like you sprayed it to the color of the.
Yeah, that's all fireproof, and
Yeah.
it's all sprayed. She liked the texture of leaving the foam and spray it.
I like it too.
And we're waiting for the electrician to put more spotlights and stuff because there's such shortages. They ordered stuff months
Wow.
and months ago, and they're still waiting. And we put the ductwork in to look a little industrial, like you would see in a restaurant.
Yeah, it's so
And then this tree came down, was a rotten, dead tree behind their house.
No
A
way.
black walnut, and we had a sawmill guy cut it in half and make a table, and we had to lower it in here before we did the floor frame above.
Wow.
We
Wow.
left the big opening and the crane lowered it down because it weighs 2,000 some odd pounds.
Wow.
So now he's having glass tops and chairs made up for it,
Oh,
like a big
wow.
conference table.
Yeah. This is
So
absolutely.
Aaron's our master stonemason, him and his dad,
Hi, Aaron.
Tommy.
Aaron.
Nice to meet you.
And Aaron is the one who is kind of, you see, trying to fit each shape into the space
Right.
that's available and also keep the same pattern. That's the hardest part of great
No kidding.
stonework.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is if you have 2 guys on one end and 2 guys on the other, it can look like 2 different patterns.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to control the same pattern
Right.
and same look.